I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're going to learn something today. I've got a very quick video for you guys today to let you know that we have released an updated version of my parallel charging board. Just making some, it's mostly the same board that it has been. So if you want to know why this is, in my opinion, the best parallel charge board you could possibly be using, I'll put a link down in the video description to the original release video I made for it. But here's what we've changed. You may know that this board has polyfuses, which mean that if you short circuit something, it protects from excess current flow. So you would never want to do this with a regular parallel charging board. Okay? These polyfuses protect against excess current flow and keep you from damaging your battery or your board when you accidentally plug something in wrong or have a defect or anything like that. But there was a problem with the V1, which was that it wasn't obvious when the polyfuse was tripped. So in the V2 of the board, we added this color changing tape, and you saw that happen just there where it turned red as the polyfuse heats up. That's your indicator that you have a fault, and you need to real quick unplug all your batteries. But there was a problem with this tape, and that is some of you didn't actually even realize what its function was, and you actually pulled it off. Or if you're not careful, it can come off by accident. So massive credit to the factory who tried like 18 different kinds of color changing enamel to find one that would work for us. But in V3 of the board, we have a painted on enamel that changes color so that it's a lot more durable than the stickers. Same function, it just changes color and turns red when you've got a short circuit, but it's a lot more durable. It's not going to just tear off of there by accident. Another change we made, we've given you an on-off switch. One of the problems is that this voltage meter here, if it's left on, it draws power from cell 1 of the battery. So if you just leave your batteries plugged in overnight, which you're not supposed to freaking do, you numbskulls, don't leave your batteries plugged into a parallel board overnight. It's just a recipe for disaster. But if you do that, it'll run down cell 1 of the battery, even to the point where it kills it. So if you want to do that, you can now turn off the cell checker, and it won't do that anymore. So that's nice. Oh, by the way, yeah, we have a 3S version for XT30s now. So if you got a bunch of 3S XT30s, you can now get a board. You're good to go. And there's one more thing worth addressing as long as I'm talking about the good points. Some of you have noticed that this voltage checker is not very accurate if you compare it to a calibrated voltage checker or a multimeter. And the reason for that is that it's really just there to tell you if it's safe to plug your batteries in. It's not actually intended as like an accurate cell checker. So they need to be the same voltage. It doesn't matter what voltage they are as long as they're the same. And it is good for that. But a lot of people have noticed that it's not we put zero effort into calibrating it, but a lot of people would like to use it as a voltage checker. And I do want to let you know, we're looking into ways that we could increase the accuracy of this, but I do want to acknowledge if you've noticed that's not accurate, that's because that's not really its purpose. That's kind of a weak answer. I feel bad giving that answer, and I would like to see it be more precisely calibrated. So we're working on that. By the way, see how these are all like, this is a hand soldered prototype. This is not the production version. So you see how these are all crooked and stuff? Please, that's not what yours will look like. Yours will look, ooh, yes, yours will look good. But we do have links to this down in the video description. 3S XT30, 4S, 5S, 6S, XT60, and there are links down in the video description. Thank you guys so much. Happy flying.